romantic comedy slasher. Sounds like a weird experiment, right? But Hard Eyes confidently asks, why not? Turns out love and murder go together, just as well as champagne and strawberries. You walk in expecting a standard teen slasher with a quirky twist, but within minutes, it's clear this movie isn't afraid to get absurd and poke fun at itself. It's not quite horror, not quite parody, not quite comedy. Somewhere in between, like a bloody first date you're skeptical about but end up enjoying. The story follows Ellie, a successful but slightly lonely advertising exec. When a new co-worker, Jay, arrives, they're forced to team up and sparks fly. As their witty banter shifts from snarky to flirtatious, a masked killer, Hard Eyes, starts picking off couples around town. Soon enough, Ellie and Jay land on his hit list, and that's when things get really interesting. The film juggles genres with surprising skill. One moment, you're laughing at sharp dialogue, the next, someone's got a sharp object in their eye. And here's the thing, the romance actually works. Holt and Gooding have effortless chemistry, making their dynamic fun to watch rather than a forced genre requirement. Their exchanges feel natural, and if not for the murders, this could pass for a classic rom-com. But what's a slasher without a memorable villain? Hard Eyes is definitely one of the strangest killers in recent years. His mask, hearts instead of eyes, looks like someone turned an emoji into a nightmare. And while his backstory lacks originality, the kills themselves are creative and well executed, pun intended. Practical effects shine, making each bloody moment feel delightfully over the top. One particularly gruesome death via metal straw deserves a nod. That said, the film isn't without flaws. The big twist? Predictable enough that you might roll your eyes. And while the humor often lands, some jokes feel shoehorned in, as if the writers weren't sure when to hold back. Then there's the detective subplot, pure nonsense. The two investigating officers, Hobbs and Shaw. Yes, really. It's so ridiculous you half expect it to be a joke. But the movie never addresses it. If you go in expecting something groundbreaking, you might be disappointed. The twist is weak, and some moments are painfully cliché. But if you're in the right mood, Hard Eyes is a fun ride. It's the kind of movie you sit back and enjoy, a mix of cute, bloody, and ridiculous. It's not Scream or A Quiet Place, and it doesn't want to be. Instead, it's for slasher fans who don't mind laughing at the genre's absurdity. So if you're looking for a Valentine's Day movie that's light, fast-paced, and a little unhinged, Hard Eyes might just surprise you. Rating: 6 out of 10 Bloody Valentines.